Begin tonight with the latest on the Ebola front. Thomas Eric Duncan, the first patient diagnosed with Ebola inside the U.S., died this morning at a Dallas area hospital around 8 a.m. Duncan came to the U.S. from Liberia to visit family on September 20th. A few days later, after showing signs of infection, Duncan went to Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital for treatment. After initially being sent home with antibiotics and painkillers, Duncan was later properly diagnosed as having the deadly virus and put into isolation. The Centers for Disease Control held a press conference earlier today, and RT's Alexey Yaroshevsky joins us now from our New York studio to discuss what we learned from that conference. Hi, Alexey. So what's the very latest?
Well, we do know it is confirmed that the first Ebola patient died on the U.S. soil, Thomas Eric Duncan. He flew from Liberia, from his home country, on the 20th of September. He passed the screening test in that country. He had no fever, but upon arrival, he started feeling ill on the 28th of September. He was finally admitted into Presbyterian Hospital in Dallas, Texas. And now, almost 2 weeks later, he died following this disease. Now, the worrying information which was confirmed by the CDC officials is that there may be overall of 48 people who may have had contact with this person. That is including health officials and other people he managed to get in contact with. And we've heard assurances from the medical officials on the ground that all those who may had potential contact with Mr. Duncan, they will be isolated and they will be observed for at least 21 days. That's the incubation period of the Ebola virus. But it is really unclear whether some of those who have already had contact with Mr. Duncan are already testing positive for Ebola. That information is still not clear.
And what measures are authorities saying they're going to implement to make sure this virus doesn't spread any further?
Well, the one big step the authorities are implementing, probably by the start of next week, is that the 5 major airports in the United States, that is the New York, JFK, Washington, Dulles, Chicago, O'Hare, and Atlanta international airports, they will have additional CDC staff working on the ground. They will also have screening, like a questionnaire, like asking the travelers for contact info, and also taking temperature measures of all travelers from Western Africa. We understand that these 5 airports are actually the ones which are taking the majority of travelers from Western Africa. There's no word, however, on whether those people traveling from Western Africa through the European countries, transiting through European cities, will be checked as well. Now, as we know, the Ebola virus has already reached the shores of Spain in Europe. So this question is also remaining unanswered, whether only direct flights from Western Africa will be checked, or all flights involving Western Africa will be somehow monitored within those airports. Another step that the authorities are confirming that they will take the fight, if we can say so, to the origins of the virus, to Western Africa. They are training volunteers to go to the countries like Liberia and try to contain the virus there. In that sense, the experience of Nigeria may be helpful. The CDC officials spoke about how Nigeria managed to localize the virus, and after August 30th, there hasn't been a single case registered in Nigeria of the Ebola virus. But the one thing which is really concerning that the CDC officials spoke of is that there may be additional concerns in the United States over the Ebola outbreak, and the CDC official actually said that there's absolutely no chance that at the time being they can put the risk to an absolute zero on Ebola spread in the United States until the virus has been dealt with back in Western Africa.
All right, RT correspondent Alexey Yaroshevsky, thanks for that reporting.